My good friend of mine, so thank you, welcome back again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those that are following and subscribing. I just want to say thank you so much. So today guys, we are going to check about or to learn more about Microsoft Access. So our previous lesson, for those that are following, for those that are subscribing, I think you know what I'm talking about. We have discussed our previous lesson about Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Publisher. So for today we are going to discuss more about Microsoft Access. So first of all, what is Microsoft Access? So these are just database management program, and it's mainly made by Microsoft, and it's mainly used to store, manage data, large volume of data, and organize data. So that's the all about Microsoft Access, and that is the function of Microsoft Access. So guys, for Microsoft Access, so first of all, we are going to look about data management, how to insert data into Access, and then next one we are going to check about relationship, data relationship, how they relate. Okay guys, and then the next things we are going to check about queries, so you can ask question Access, and then Access it can give you the right answer that you need to know. Okay, and then we are going to check about report. Yeah, before report you are going to check about form. Yeah, you can how to create a form, so you can insert another data if you need, or if you forget another data you need to insert, you can just go back and then insert. And then finally we are going to make report, our final report about our data. So that is it guys. So this is just for those beginners, but if you want deeper video, just subscribe to get more notification, and I promise I'm going to create another one and just give you guys. Thank you so much. So let's just jump in as we learn more about Microsoft Access. Just follow step by step. It's very easy, and I believe after the end of this video you are going to thank me. So thank you for watching. Let's just jump in as we learn more guys. To open your Microsoft Access, open your so this is how our Microsoft Access look like. So we have, so to the file you have recent, we have new. Okay, and a recent we have talked about in our previous lesson. Recent just a document that you have just opened few minutes ago. And then here at the top we have home, we have home, we have create, we have data, external data, and then database tools. So we are going to go through all of them to see how it's work guys. And then here we have tablets, online tablets. You can just check it to know how it's work guys. But our mission of today guys, we want to see to create our document from the scratch, or to create our database from the scratch. So find when you open this data sheet, we have a black database, and then this black database we have file name. So they are asking us to save our data first before we continue. It's different from Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Words. You just open and just immediately start typesetting. But this one, they're asking us first of all to save our data before we continue. So that's what we are going to do. So we are going to come here and then save our data. So this we can name us as a hospital. It's going to be a hospital. Yeah, we can say a hospital data, database, a database, just like that guys. So now we can come here and then select the file where we want to save our data. So it's up to you. So for me, I'm going to select document and then just hit OK. Okay, so now when we have already saved our hospital database in document, I think you can see it guys here. So now after that, our next procedure, just hit create. Just hit create. So okay guys, so now we are in. So this is our data sheet view, and then here we have table 1. You can see it, table 1. So now you can just come here to view, and when you view this one, you find that we have data sheet view, and then we have design view. Okay guys, so this is data sheet view. So let's check how design view look like. So just come here, hit this. You can just come here at the top and then hit design view, or you can just come here and also go to design view. It's up to you guys. So let's check how our design view look like guys. So when you realize that when you go back, when you proceed to our design view, they are going to ask you to save your data first before you continue. So that's our main mission. You are going to save our data. So this we can call it as a student, you can call it as a patient data. Let's call it as a patient data, guys. So call it a patient data, and then we are going to hit OK. Just hit OK. So this is how our design view look like, guys. So in design view, you find we have field name, we have data types, we have description, guys, and then here we have property sheet. So we are going to go through as we go on to see how the property sheet work, guys. And then at the bottom here we have field property. Also, for those who are following and for those who are subscribing, we are going to see how it's work for those, for those who are following, because this is just for the beginners, okay? But for more deep video tutorial, you can just follow me, just subscribe to get more notification. Okay, guys, so now we can start now inserting our data. Exactly. So let's start. So now this field name, we can just come here and then say here we can indicate here like as a we can say here it's going to be patient data, or we can call it as a patient ID. Let's call it as a patient ID. So we are going to have a patient, we are going to have as a patient ID, just like that. Okay, and then next you find that next, so we are going to leave this as a auto numbers, and then next we are going to have a first name. So you can just write here a first name, just like that. And then here when you hit and this black data types, in this black box, you find there is arrow here. When you select this arrow, you find that there's a types of data you need to choose. So it's depending with the data that you are inserting in. So you are going to choose the kind of data. If it is a number, just choose a number. If it is a text, choose a text. Okay, guys. And when we talk about data, we are talking about personal details like a telephone number, we are talking about ID number, we are talking about Gmail account. So that's a personal data. So that's the details that you are going to insert in. So next we are going to have, we can have a last name, we can have here last name, guys, just like that. And also this last name is going to be a short text. And then next we can have a blood, blood status, blood status, just like that, guys. So let's have blood status, it is just like that. And then this also is going to be a short text. Okay, guys, I think we are together now. And then next we can have a start time, start date. Let's have start date, just like that. Okay, guys, so now we are going to hit next here, and then start date. This now is going to be a time or date. So just select time or date, okay, because that's the kind of data we are going to have. And then we are going to continue with next. And then now next here we can select like school, we can select like hospital ID. We can have here a hospital ID, hospital ID, just like that. And this is going now to be a numbers. We are talking about a numbers, so we are going to choose a numbers. Okay, guys, and then we are going to have status here. Let's have status, just like that. And this status also we can leave it as a short text. And then lastly we can have a cell phone number. Let's have a cell phone number, just like that. And then also this is going to be a short text. I think we are together there, guys. So now we have already arranged our field name. So let's go back to design, to data sheets view, see how it's look like. So you can switch it to data sheet view. So you find that when you switch to data sheet view, they are going to ask you, do you want to save this table now? Just say yes, of course I want to save the data. So that's how our a data sheet view look like. So now we can start inserting the data. Okay guys, so we can now come here and then say first name, you can just put their first name, and then second we can just put their second name, can just put their second name, and then also hit next to put a, we can have just something like that. Okay, something like that, pure or plus pure, and then date, and then you realize that you are going to select a date. A calendar is going to come automatic, and then select the kind of date you want to insert in, and then just hit next. And next we can have just number 1 as a hospital ID, and then put next status. We can have party time, just say party time. Okay, and then hit next, and then hit next. Now we are going to have a phone number. Yeah, just put a hospital phone number, just like that, just like that guys. Okay, I think we are together now. So you find that we have insert our data. You can still continue to insert your data, even just hit next to insert a data. Okay guys, so let me show you here next. Let me show you how to insert data from different sources. You can insert data from Excel to Access, or you can insert data from the file to Access. So that's our next procedure. Okay guys, so now what you do, go to create, just go to create. Before to create, first of all, go to external data, because it is external data we want to create, to put in. Okay, we want to insert in, so go to external data. You find that we have access, we have Excel, we have access, we have file, and then also you can just go to external data, or you can import our external data through, go hit to patient data, and then right click to get more option, and then import from access. Go to access directly and then import. Okay guys, so now you can just come here and then just choose file name. You can choose where the data is located to. Just come here and then hit OK, and then choose that one and then open, just like that. And then here now you are going to append copy of the record to table. Just hit this one and then just say OK. Okay, so now they are trying that the table which you are trying to open is current open, must be closed before proceeding. Do you want to save these changes? So what are they are trying to mean is that just they want us to close this first, close this table, close this one, close it first. Okay, and then just come here to external data, go to Excel directly, and then choose the kind of data you want to insert in. Okay, choose the kind of data you want to insert in, choose the kind of data you want to insert in guys. Okay guys, so now you can come here and then just open, just like that, and then now you are going to append a copy of the record on the table. Just hit this one and then say OK. Okay, exactly. So we have sample data for the worksheet, and then so this is how it's going to look like guys. And then so just hit next. Okay guys, and then just hit next, just hit finished. Okay, so you find that blood status doesn't exist, destination table, patient data. So what do you do? So just correct something here, just come here to correct something's not okay somewhere. So we are going to correct something. So let's correct, let's see the kind of data we are inserting. So what's the problem? Just come here and check. Just hit data. Okay, and then make sure that make sure that you're doing the right thing. So what's the problem here? We have first name, and then you have last name, have blood status, we have start date, we have hospital ID, start date, we have cell phone number. So first name, just check it if everything is okay. Just check it if everything it is okay. First name with the first name it is okay. Last name with this last name it is okay. Blood status, blood. So now the problem is here, guys. The problem is we have blood status and then we have blood status. So what do? We need to correct this one. So just come here and then correct blood status. So we are going to go, just switch to design view. Just switch to design view, come here and then switch to design view to correct. Just hit this one and then this is going to be blood status. So it's going to be blood status. So this our problem is just like that. So it's going to be like that, and then save this procedure, save this one, okay. So after you have saved, now let's go back. So you can just delete this one, and then just delete this one, and then now go to external data, and then go to Excel, and then now choose your data. Just choose your data, just come here and then choose your data, okay. Choose your data and then just open, and then append copy of the record on the table, just like that, and then hit OK. And then you find that our sample data for the worksheet is look like that, guys. So if there's some changes, you can just do it. If there's no changes, you can just hit next to continue. Just hit next to continue, and then also hit next to continue. And then, would you like wizard to analyze my table after importing? Say no, I don't. Just hit next. Okay, guys. So now, so just say close. Just say close. So that is it, guys. So now when you go to patient data, you find that now our table is just in. All our data we have already insert in, we have already put in. So you can just confirm, go to Excel, confirm if the exactly data you are talking about is this one. So you find that it's the exactly that you have Silas Wandera, which is Silas Wandera. It is the exactly data. So from Excel to Access. So that's how we do it, guys. So very easy, just like that. Very easy, just like that, guys. So next we can now just delete this one. Delete this one, and then we are going to bring in another data. Just come here to data, patient data, hit this patient data, and then import from Excel, and then now we are going to import the source data into the new table in the current database. Just select. So we have select now here, select the exactly, it is that one, and then hit OK, and then now just click OK, and then now, so now we are going to select sheet 2, because sheet 1 we have already important to Access. So now we need to select this sheet 2 also to import in Access. These are hospital data. Okay, guys, so check it if everything sample data worksheet, if it is okay. If it is okay, just hit next, and then just hit next, guys. And then now you can make some changes here. We have field name, you can just make some changes, or data types. You can just come here and then write, or you can specify the information about each of the field you are importing. Select the field in the area below. You can then modify your field information in the field option area. So you can make some changes here. If you don't want to make, or you can come just here and then select the information you want to change. If you don't want to change, just assume it and then hit next, and then finally hit next. Okay, so just say finished. So now you are going to save the most steps. So if you want to make sure that you want to use this format, just you can save it if you don't want to repeat again. So I'm going to close it. For me, I don't want to save it. And then here you find that you have two tables. We have patient data, and then you have sheet 2, which is a hospital data. You can just patient data, hit and check. This is our data, patient data, and then our hospital data, it's also here. Okay, you can make some advanced here. You can just come here and then hit to make sure that you can see all of them clear, just like that, guys. Okay, so that's how we can import data from external to access, from different sources to access. So we can export from file, we can export it from access in various files, guys. That's the same procedure. Okay, I think that is we are okay. So our next time, or our next step, we are going to check how these data relate to each other. Okay, guys, but before we do that, we can make some changes here. We can patient data, this we can call it hospital data. Can just come here and then call it hospital data. Can just call it a hospital data, just like that. So after that, and then we can save. Okay, so that is it. So after you have done this, so we can check it, our relationship. So we can check how this table relate to each other, or how this school data and then patient data relate to each other. So what you do, just close this one, and also close this one. So now you are going to go to create. Of course, go to create. Just go to database tools. Go to database tools and then come to relationship. Just hit that relationship. So you find that when you hit relationship, we find that we have another table is going to appear. So we have patient data and then sheet 2, which is a hospital data. So if you want to add, you can just hit add, just like that. Now we have a patient data here, and then you can come just here to the next one and then also add. Okay, so now you find that we have two tables. We have a hospital data and then you have a patient data. So just like that. So let's see how this table is related to each other, or how this data related to each other. Okay, guys, so what do we do, guys? So the first thing what we are going to do, we are going to make sure that expands so that you can see it clearly. So we are going to go to hospital. We are going to check hospital ID related to hospital data. Okay, so you can just check this, select this one, and then just insert inside there like that. So you find that a hospital data and the hospital data relate to each other. So you are going to enforce, just put here to enforce racial integrity. And this racial integrity help us that if we have 7 hospital, or we have already 7 hospital, no one can insert another hospital. Okay, no, we cannot insert 8 hospital. That's how it's related to each other. So I'm going to show you how to, for example, before we do that, let's come here, check. So first of all, we are going to create. So after create, you find that hospital data is related to hospital ID. So how? So for example, when you hit this data, you find that hospital ID, it is number 1, 2, 3, 4. And then number 1, we have Silas Ouma. And then when you go to sheet 2, which is a hospital data also is number 1, number 2, number 3. And then number 1, which is Silas Ouma, it's St. Mary Hospital, England. So it's admitted in St. Mary Hospital, England. Okay, guys, so that's how hospital ID is related. That's number 1 hospital ID, and then this patient ID, it is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how it's related to each other. I think, guys, you are together there. So now you can just come here, and then we can make some advanced here in these two tables. You find that when you right click in this table, you find you have many options here. You have closed, have save layout, to have show all table, and then if you just then again right click, if you right click, we have edit relationship and then delete. So you can delete this relationship. If you don't want this relationship, just delete it. But if you want to continue more, editing relationship, just hit here. So you find that you can now edit some more relationship. So that's how these data relate to each other. Okay guys, I think there we are okay. So if you want to delete, you can delete and select another one. Okay guys, so that is it guys. So that is it guys. So you can save this one. So let's save this relationship. You can just come here and then save this one. Okay, and then hit okay. So that is it guys, very easy, just like that. So our next step now, we are going to check how to create a form, or to design forms. So that's going to be our next step. So guys, so next, so come to just if you want to create a relationship, to create a form, so you can insert data or forgotten data inside there, or some important data you want to add in. You just come here to create, just come to create, and then go to directly to the form. Just hit, I'm going to show you how to do a form and then a form wizard. But we can, of course, you can just come here to a form wizard. Just hit this form wizard, and when you hit this form wizard, you find that the table is going to appear, this table. So now you are going to select the field that you want to make a report. Okay guys, so if you want to make all of them, you just hit this one, just hit all of them, is going to come, and then hit next. But if you feel there's something that you don't need here, like for example, we don't need this hospital ID, you can just hit this one to go back and then make some remaining a report, a wizard report. So let's just hit next, okay. So now here you can choose a column or a tabular, so it's depending with you. When you hit a tabular, you find the information is going to change, the format is going to change. If you just want to remain with the color, is going to change. So for me, let's just continue with the call, and then hit next, and then hit next. So you can modify it from design or open form view, enter information. So I'm going to say just finished. I'm going to hit finished. Okay, so now this is our form. So you can add some changes. For example, when you hit next, you can start adding some changes here. So like it was your first name, like just Silas. Okay guys, so this is how it's work guys. So that's most important. So you can use record to go to the next page. Use this record down here, just hit this one, next. So now you can insert your forgotten data or some data you want to insert. Okay, for example, let's insert some data here. We can have or let's say Okello first name, and then here we are going to have Wandera, just Wandera, and then blood. We can have A positive. We can have A positive, pure, just like that, and then hit date. We can select, just come here and then select, for example, like that. Status, we can have party time, and then a cell phone number. We can have like hey, just like that. Okay, so now our patient ID is 5. Okay, so now when you save these changes, just save just like that. Okay, so when you go back to so this is our patient data. When you go to our patient data, you find that Okello have already added. So let's go to our patient data. So let's save these changes. First of all, save these changes, come here and then save these changes. Okay, and then go to Kello. So that is it. So you can add something. So first of all, you are going to go back. So let's go back. Okay guys. So let's go to relationship. Just go to create, and then go to a form. Let's create a form. Let's create a form. Okay, so now this is our form. So now you find that when you go to this form, you find that sheet 2. This is how our form is going to look like, but we want a form from sheet 1. Sheet 1, this is a form that we want. So go to create and then go to form. Okay, so now you can add some information. Just go there next and then start adding some information. Just adding. So you are going to view this data sheet. Just come to view to enable you to add some information, just like first name, Steven, first name you are going to say Steven, and then second, or like Wandera, and then the third you are going to have a positive, pure, just like that. State date, you are going to select the kind of date you want to insert in, just like that. And then hospital ID, you are going to select hospital ID like 2. And then status now you can have like a status, can have like part-time, and then cell phone number you can now say 05633774689. okay, and then save changes. So now you can save this one as a form. You can just come here and then save as a form, form data. So when you hit form data, you find that we have already saved as a form data. This is our form now. So when you go to patient data, so that's how it's going to look like, guys. So that is very easy, just like that. So you can make some advanced inside there. You can move next, you can hit next, and then add some data. If you want to add some data, it's just easy, just like that, guys. I think, guys, we are together now. So our next we are going to check the queries, how to answer access question and then give us the right answer that we need to know. Okay, guys, so that's going to be our next step. So what you do, just go to patient and then go to create, and then go to query design. Just hit this query design. So find that when you hit query design, of course we have another table is going to appear. So and this table you can just hit add, just hit that add, and then go to sheet 2, which is a hospital sheet, and then hit next. So this is how this page is related to each other. I think you find it is the same. So this data sheet and this data sheet is the same, and then we have a hospital data. So we want to see how this table is related to each other. You can delete this relationship. You can just come here if you want to delete and delete. But before we delete, let's ask the question. Let's ask the question that we want to check. Let's ask the question, guys. Let's ask the question. Just come here and then ask the question. So this is the same table, guys. This is just patient data, the same table. So let's ask our access question. So the first things, for example, we have here, down here we have field, I have table, we have sort, we have show, have creator, or. So let's, for example, if you want to ask, you want to know more about a first name. You want to know more about, so you are going to hit first name. So hit first name, and then finally you find the first name automatic is going to pick up on the field. Okay, so this is going to appear on the field, and then also we need to get more information. You want to ask more information about last name, just hit last name, also is going to appear here. And then you have blood status, also we are going to see it here. And then we need to know more about the date of this patient, and then we need to know more about the status of the patient, and also we need to know about our cell phone number, the phone number of the patient. And then these hospital data, we want to know the hospital name, okay, where the hospital name, and then we need to know the location of the hospital. That's the next question. And then the third question, we need to know the hospital number, just hit the hospital number, automatic. You are going to find all of them is going to be here, down here. So you can just run it to know the to find the answer. Just come here and then hit run. And when you hit run, automatic the question that you have asked the first name, and then they have given us the first name is this one. So we have Silas Oundo, a pure, this St. Mary's Hospital, England. Okay, so we have last name, we have blood status, cell phone number. You have already asked the question, and the Excel have already give you the answer. Okay, guys, so you can hide if you don't want this information. You can just come here to this. You can just come here to this. To this patient data. Sorry, to this. Hey, let's go back. Where are we? So let's go back. Let's go back. Where are we? Queries. Let's go back to queries because you are asking the question. Let's turn back to design view. Let's go check to design view. So this is how I design view. So you can say, no, I don't want this. I don't want to show this. I just want you to give me to show my first name and then last name. So you are going to just remove this one so you don't show, or you don't show. It's just there but you don't show. Just remove this tick. Okay, remove this tick. So you are asking access to give you the first name and the last name. That's the only answer you need to know. So if you need to know that this one, but these are there but you cannot see them because you have said you don't want to show them. So just come here and then run. Okay, so you find exactly access is going to give you the first name and the last name. This is the first name you need to know. Okay, guys, I think you are together there. And then you can also, so if you want to turn back, you want to go back, just go to a design view. Go to design view, and then if you want to turn this back, you want to show all of them, you want to know more about blood status, patient data, and then you need to know more about about phone number. Let's say you need to know about cell phone, patient data, phone number, and when you hit run, of course, it's going to give you blood status and then cell phone number. So that's the question we are asking, the access, and then access is going to give us automatic what we need. Okay, guys, I think we are together there. So what do we do next now? Here, guys, what we are going to do here, let's save this one. So we are going to save our queries. So we are going to save it as a query number 1 and then hit OK. So through our query, now we want to create our report, our final report. We need to get more investors that are going to come, and then they need to see the report that we have, also to access them. So what you do to create a report, just go to exactly to create and then make a report. Just hit a report. Okay, guys, so now finally we are going to have, this is our final report that we have. So we have Silas Oundo and then Pure O and then this one. So if you want to make some changes, also you can still make some changes. You can just come here to query, and then go to design view, go to design view, and then add some changes. You can add all of these to show all of this. And when you go back to report, when you go back to our report now, let's go back to our report. So now when you go to our report, so now you can just come here and then check, just go to create and then go to report, hit report, and then finally you are going to get this, all of this report that you have asked. Okay, guys, so this all report we need to have. So it's just very easy, just like that, guys. For those that are following, just subscribe, just share to get more notification, and I'm going to create another one for more advanced. This was just for beginners, for those who want to know more about access. But if you want to know more deeply, just subscribe to get more notification, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much, guys. For today, I just want to say bye bye. Have a wonderful day or night, guys. Just bye.